Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. And tonight, I'm going to do this absolutely, what do you call it? About the new shirts being leaked out. And we got a new away strip, according to reports. It's like a Saudi Arabia type shirt as well, which is nowhere near. But it's a white and green one, green and white one. And before I go on to it, have me selling it, if you'd like to have your, if you'd like to, you'd like to feel like what you see, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, if you can. And then if you like to super chat, then click on the super chat as well. And if you'd like to be a member, then please think about becoming a member. It's only 99p. So it's not really a lot, isn't it? So please consider becoming a member as well. It's a phone in as well. If you want to come and have your say, the link is out there. Click on the link and you come and have your say. And tell us about what's going on with these journalists and all these people, all these Newcastle haters come on here saying that the club sold us soul and all this as well. And it's, for me, it's just another salty, ignorant type thing as well. And let's be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of it now. I really am getting sick of it because for me, Newcastle United could do no wrong. They can absolutely right. And it is so frustrating, yeah? You got the takeover back in October, and it seems people like Miguel Delaney and Tariq, what his name is, yeah, just cannot let it go. And there's other journalists as well as having a go as well, saying that the shirt is like it's been owned by Saudi state. It's not, because PIF and the Saudi state are both separate, yeah? As far as I'm concerned, it's okay. You look at teams like the Republic of Ireland, they used to play in green and white or away strip. Has anything been said about them? No, it flipping hasn't. Yeah, it is an absolute disgrace again. And I think it's about time that these people just lay off us and just tell them to get stuff. And all I can say is just getting worse and worse and worse. This is what Miguel Delaney have to say, right? And he goes on his tweet and he said, on the leaked Newcastle shirt, Richard Masters, when he finally adjusted takeover, said orders could be removed if there was evidence of the contrary that PAF was separated to the Saudi state. Right, okay. What I will say is as well, right, there's absolutely no evidence at all whatsoever, yeah? And we got a takeover, everything's legal, right? And at the end of the day, right, they can do what they want. What I've also heard as well, that Castori, the kit sponsor, right, just signed everything off. And it's just absolutely crazy. But if you'd like to come on, have you say, right, come on. And then I've got Gordon in the cuts as well. I'm going to bring him in a bit. But like I said, if you'd like to come on, the link is on top of the chat. So click on that as well. And if you want to have you say about the shirt, bring it on. I don't mind at all. So I've got Gordon coming in. If I get him in. Hi, Gordon.
Hi, is this my opinion that green away shirt, John?
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
I just seen it on Facebook, and I'm just not a fan of it.
Seen on Facebook, and who's not a fan of it? You're not a fan of it.
No, it's green and white. I'm a big fan of that one.
Well, it is, right, in my opinion, right? I mean, again, all these puppet journalists, I'm going to say puppet journalists as well, has come on. People like Miguel Delaney is getting on his high horse saying that Richard Masters could actually pour them out if there's any evidence of contrary as well. If there's anything to do with Saudi state, I can tell you now, it's got nothing to do with it. It's just another salty jealousy stunt by these journalists. It's people like Delaney, Luke Edwards as well. And it is an absolute joke. And I got some comments, by the way. Big up to you, my guy, Brian. Hope you're okay. You heard it, I am these days. We'll be back again at 9 o'clock with Lottie for the match preview and for the opposite side. So please join us for that as well. Big up to Jay Sweet, by the way. Big up to Mansell, right? I didn't even know I won an award. And if it is, cool. I love it. That's from Brian. And big up to NUFC 1892. The club have announced that due to the amazing feedback in regards to the white and green kits, that all the player names on the back of the home and away shirts for the 22-23 season will be in Arabic. Do you know what it is like, Gordon? Right? In my opinion, I trust these owners, right? I'm not going to get behind horse of them. I trust these owners, right? I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing.
They must
And
have. They must have plans. They must have a plan if they're introducing this green and white stop. Must have plans.
yeah, absolutely, they must have plans. Or else they would not have done this, wouldn't they? But in your opinion, Gordon, what's your take on it? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think good idea? Because people's going to buy it, you know.
Yeah. Like I say, that's weird to see what it's like. Like, if I go to the shop and when it does come out, I'll go to the shop and I'll have a look at it. If I think when I see the person, I think it's a nice shade, I may buy it. But for now,
Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
Absolutely. I mean, Gordon, what it is, like, hence the Saudis own a club like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, in those the big six clubs, right? I can tell you now will come out of this at all ever, because at the end of the day, now, I'm getting absolutely furious now, right? These people's got to come out, decide to come out. So much hate for United, right? They don't care, right? And I hope we win something now. I've got Annie in the cut, so I would get him on, by the way.
I have to come back, I kind of say, don't I? I'll click back in.
You click back in. Can you hear us? Come back in a bit and I'll get you on. Got some more comments, by the way. Thanks for doing it. John, anyone that ain't a Toon fan can go and do one. I don't give zero Fs. I'll be buying a home and away kit to show my support for the club. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. I never owned a Toon shirt since I was a kid at school. Never worn a shirt to show my support. I'm 62 this year. I'm made by the white and green one, as I really like it. You know what, it's Jeff? Good luck to you, my guy. Good luck to you, because at the end of the day, you are a fan. You are a fan. I'm going to buy one to show my support. And as simple as that. I've got Annie in the cut, by the way. Big up to Annie. How are we doing? You okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Champion. How's things this week? You had a busy week this week, or did you working hard in your schools and that? And
yeah. It's one of the last weeks at school this term, so yeah, just taking it easy,
Good for you. And thanks for coming on. Andy, we're talking about this controversial away kit, green and white kit for Newcastle, and tell us your say, man, because what it is, right? These journalists are getting on the high horse saying that sports washing, it's not fair, it ain't right. But one thing I'm going to say, right? Have a go at Nigerian national team. Have a go at the Irish national team. Why has it got to be us, Sandy? Why?
What do you mean? Have a go at the Irish?
They win green shirts as well.
Come on, John. Just because I don't think the reaction to this is because they wear green. It's because of the colour green. I think with how the ownership model is at Newcastle is what the reaction sparked. And you know what? I kind of understand where they're coming from, because the money what Newcastle have is not exactly clean. I'm not going any deeper than that. It's not clean. That's all I'm going to say. So I don't know. I can see where they're coming from. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I can understand. I can understand the fact they are some of the people are outraged, out of sorts, at the fact that Newcastle have made this kit as an kind of an inspiration from their Saudi ownership.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. But do you think these people now, the clubs now, and these journalists, in my opinion, do you think they've been getting rattled now? Because there's a lot of people saying the same thing today, Andy. And they also taking that one from it.
I don't think they're like jealous in a way. I don't think they're rattled because Newcastle, I know, seem to be on the up, if we per se. But I don't know. I don't agree with everything the journalists say. I take most of it with a pinch of salt, to be honest, because some of them are biased. I won't name any names, but some of them are biased, and it's very clear to see that. So yeah, I can. Some of the journalists, obviously, I won't trust 100%. Some of them I do trust, and to be honest, I can see the outrage. Again, I can see why they're outraged. I can see why they're disappointed. I can see why they're unhappy.
Yeah,
But I don't agree with everything that Newcastle fans are saying on the internet, on Twitter, etc., etc.
Yeah. Do you think, like, if the Saudis are nearly a City fan, you just hear, basically, so how do I put it? As I look at it, I can't pronounce it, by the way, but I know what I mean. But as a City fan, right? Do you agree with this takeover? I know this question we'd asked before. Do you agree? Do you agree with that? As a City fan, do you think Newcastle should be owned by PCP?
If I say anything,
Yeah,
I'll get utterly slated. I say a single thing, I'll get slated.
No,
so I look. All my thinking is, is the club going to benefit in a way that is not going to play a totally unfair disadvantage on other teams? And to be honest, I don't think Newcastle have got an advantage which is unfair per se. So yeah, that's where I stand, to be honest.
Fair enough. We're not going to get players like Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. There's no way. So they should be worried about that. But yeah, I mean, thing is, the end of the day, right? Castori signed it off for the shirts and that, and I can't see any reason, in my opinion, I can't see any reason why that they should go ahead of it. Sort of. I'll go through the comments, by the way. Is a sponsorship confirmed? No, it's not yet, mate. And what's the income we'll receive every year? Again, we don't know, mate. But when it gets announced, then we probably know. Then on Sportswashing, just don't put in the wash with you. I'm not going to read that, by the way. We'll be so disappointed if it's not. Oh, we are shirts. And I'm not going to print it out, but I can totally understand what you mean. He's basically saying, unless you have any postcode 0119 number, and I'm not going to read the rest of that. Do apologize, Andy. Where does he think PF make their money? It's clean money from an investment fund in a Muslim country that has different laws and traditions with a dodgy past, just like every other country. So you think that the dirty money comes from the government? Wow.
See what I mean? See what I mean? I say. I use one word and I get absolutely slated.
Crazy, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, clubs just start selling NUFC branded skin time. That will rattle the snowflakes. That's an Andy. Money clean? Has money ever been clean? It depends. You go, we don't know, don't we? We don't know. Did you see on Twitter the Sheffield United green shirts when you're in the Premier League and signed the Oud? Never heard of everything. That is exactly what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Not one judge. Come on, say that. But it's Newcastle United. Let's have a go at them. How we? Let's just exterior whipped up. I've got a purse. They are worried because the shirt could sell millions upon millions, which means more money for Newcastle. Yeah. And also, big up John, mate. Hope you're okay now, mate. I would like to see the Saudi players in our youth team now, just to annoy rival fans even more. Do you think that's fair, Foxy? Do you think that's right? What Foxy's saying? Get some more Saudi Arabia players in our youth team.
No, come on. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Come on.
There you go, Foxy. There's your answer, mate. Don't know what to say about that sort of thing. John, this is a good point, Andy. F1, boxing, golf, football have all Saudi money pumped into these sports, and massive companies like Disney, Starbucks, Uber all have ties with Saudis, and now nothing else gets said but Newcastle. That's a very good shout, man. So, Andy, you got to agree with that one. Go on.
But Mansell, most of these, look, I don't know anything about business. I'm not going to pretend I know anything about business. But the shares that the Saudis hold in these clubs, in these sports and companies, is substantially low. It's substantial. You can't even do it. You don't even have a minuscule of power with the shares they have. You can't do anything. Yeah. I saw something very, very good by it was Kieran Maguire. He basically everything that Newcastle has been saying, like boxing, golf, whatever is in there, Disney, Starbucks, Uber. He literally put a bar chart for everything and how much percentage they own.
Yeah.
Very low. And basically, you can't even do anything with those shares. You have to have bigger shares to have an influence in decisions. Basically, they're there for the They're basically there for the investments, and honestly,
Yeah.
they don't really get a decision apart from that.
Yeah. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So, where do you think, as fans, do you think Newcastle should ignore what's going on with the sports washing? Do you think you should ignore it? Just say, carry on normal, ignoring because you said yourself as well, they don't believe sometimes what they come out in Newcastle. I mean, do you think fans should be worried about it and just deal with it? Just get on with it, basically.
I wouldn't say ignore it per se, because because there is some sort of validity in people's opinions at times, certain people, and I do agree with some of what I've read on Twitter against this new kit or regime, Saudi regime, which I agree with. So I don't think they should totally disregard it. If they have any sort of, I don't know, integrity, they take that on board. So I want to say, yeah, who cares what they say? That's not the right attitude for me. Because if you're, I don't know, going to pee everyone off and even maybe some of your own fans, and it's just going to be you, your fans, against some of your fans in every single club in the Premier League and abroad and whatever in the Championship, you know, it's not going to have a good look on your club, and that's not that's not like what you want to have in into other people looking at Newcastle. So I wouldn't say totally ignore it. Take some of it on board, you know, maybe, I don't know, change it if they think it's necessary, or you know, whatever.
Cool, fair enough. And before, are you going to stay on? Are you going to get yourself away, or?
I don't know. I'll probably leave when the Huddersfield Luton playoff game
cool
gets underway. So I'll stay on. Yeah, sure.
Cool, Shaman. I'll get Gordon back in. Big up to you, Gordon. And
Hi, sorry about that. I lost my connection.
As well.
Hi, mate.
Absolutely. How, mate? How
hey,
bad?
Guys.
Yeah, mate, you good? I just give this comments before I get Brad in the cut. Emirates have Stadium same after them. Multi-million-pound sponsorship. No one backs an eyelid. Absolutely, mate. Sign Saudi players early if they're good enough. It would be a racist exclude because of nationality if they are good enough. Big up to Brian. And Low High gives an F. Still Saudi money, mother F. Good evening to Gav, who became my guy. Getting it right, not because of Saudi, but because it reminds me of Celtic. Wow. Have a go at Celtic then. I was thinking of that. At range, people say they can't sign Saudi players. I disagree. Yeah, true. And great way to get in a new generation of supporters on board of the club in areas of the world, like Saudi Arabia. Whether we like it or not, it's a great marketing technique by the club. Brad, what's your make of what's going on with the this football shirt, the green and white football shirt away strip? I mean, it's causing controversials on social media, and people's just kind of people like Luke Edwards, Wiggle Delaney, and a few others are just getting on high horses and saying that we've done wrong. I mean, what's your take on it, my guy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they should probably say for a start that it's not actually confirmed that is the shirt, is it? To be honest,
it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
They're kicking off, but I mean, like I say, it's sort of their gift now to go in the direction they want as the owners of the club, isn't it? So it's not the only thing that's the only thing that's happened before. Other clubs have done it in other ways, so it's essentially getting as much revenue as they can in the club and getting the sort of getting the profile out there. Probably in Saudi Arabia, obviously, naturally due to the ownership. So at this stage, I don't see a huge issue with it really. But obviously it's going to cause a huge stir and give people a good vehicle and a way to get at us. But I suppose we'll see how it unfolds. If it is to be confirmed that is the shirt, which it's looking like it probably is. So
yeah. I have to agree. It's just absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, like All it is, right, it's going to be big announcements coming up soon. And Gordon, I mean, I was going to say, in my opinion, it's just another salty, pathetic attempt to drag Newcastle United through the mud. Yeah, Newcastle in the mud.
Jealous.
You're right. You're right. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And you know what it is, right? I'm getting sick of people like Jones come on and having distance Newcastle out all the time. You know what I mean? They got now better than he. They should be concentrating on the flipping playoffs sort of thing. Not having a go at Newcastle United, you know what I mean? But it's getting worse and worse and worse. Got some comments as well. Big up to now again. Big up to Lee. Luke Edwards is a fantastic call when it comes to Newcastle. Absolutely. And I'm assuming all of these people having a go will not be watching of the World Cup of Qatar. That's the thing. That is the thing. They gave the World Cup Qatar. Yeah. Crazy. Nobody talks about Man United having 40-year Saudi money pumped into their club or Messi having Saudi sponsorship money. But Newcastle's getting hammered by the media of the fan base. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I'm going to do the Twitter Muppet show on Monday. I think I'm going to do that. Keep your eyes peeled for that, people.
Some fans are just some fans are just going over the top with comments.
Yeah, I agree. They're just jealous of what Newcastle's going to do next season. Because you know what it is, right? You know what? Bring it on. I can't wait. I cannot wait. The players are going to come in. And you know what? If we hit top 6, I'll be absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. I think you can do this next season. I really do. It's all causing controversy with Newcastle fans, but what I've seen, that's when it's causing mayhem with everyone else because the money to be made is on another level. Absolutely. Was that long ago? A section of our fan base was running around with tea towels on their heads, and now the clubs come out with the shirt. It's all links together. What do you mean by that, Annie? I mean, I don't know if you understand that. These comments.
I think he means next generation of fans. I think that was his comment before. I think he's the one. Yeah, Lee was the one that made the comment about inspiring the next generation of fans. So I don't know. Yeah.
What about you, Bad? I mean, the last couple of words saying now the club has come out with a shirt. It all links together.
I don't know what to make of that one really. I mean, it's just it was sort of it's probably caught people by surprise, to be honest. But it's just the way I can't really know what really more to say on it. It's like the owners are trying to boost the image of the club in sort of in that way, but obviously to boost the revenue and the profile in Saudi Arabia, which I'm guessing the sort of key driver behind it really. To sort of to get the shirt sales and all that sort of stuff and what have you, I imagine. That's all I can really think of at this stage, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just a disgrace. And this is a good one from Andy. It will end up being our best-selling away shirt ever. Do you agree with that one, Gordon?
I do. Yes, like I say, if I remember correctly, in the 90s, did Newcastle not have a green and white away shirt sort of in the 90s?
Yeah, this is for me, in my opinion, it's a business decision. And if it's a business decision to show the shirts sort of thing that way, like I said earlier, I mean, Castore made the shirts signed off by someone. And if that is the case, if it wasn't right, then I just don't think they would have had it sort of thing. But I think these shirts are going to go really, really well.
I think they're going to when people see them, they're going to think, "Oh, they're nice." When they see them at the shops.
Yeah. Gosling comes well from Foxy, makes sense, by the way. Is Olympiacos and other European teams can sign Saudi players, then I don't see why is an issue for us. They've also had a solid reputation qualifying for the World Cup constantly. And absolutely right. And big up to Brian again. Yeah, the Muppet Show will be back again very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that, people. And there's a few going to be in there. And the shirt looks more like a Capricornese shirt anyway. Brazilian Serie B team that's had a terrible plane crash in 2016. Rest in peace for the players who got killed. That terrible plane crash there. I'm just looking
for what one that's got to do with the stadium, the expansions.
Our stadium.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about it, but I don't know when it's going to happen, sort of thing. It'd be great if they did. Whether they can do it or not is another thing, but it'd be very interesting. They kind of extend the ground, then I think we have to do a new stadium. If they do a new stadium, I'll be up for it. I know people's going to say leave it at St James's Park, but for me, I'll definitely have a new stadium sort of thing. I mean,
I think they talked about the might redo it when the redo arena gets knocked down. If they were talking about building there,
I think that's a fantastic place. I think that'd be spot on. I think that's a good place. But I tell you, if they do that, get a new stadium, our trustees all that, by the way, to make our club ambitious and that. But we talk about another day. But nicest shirt, away shirts, yes, green one, McEwen's on front, brilliant shirts, absolutely, Andy. Manufacturers contract clubs around November, December time with ideas around the new shirts for the season after our fan base was running around with tea towels on their heat. Maybe part reasons why a club went with it. That's from Lee. What do you think of that one, Annie? Fans running around with tea towels on their heat.
I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. It seems more of a statement rather than a question. But yeah, I can slightly understand what Lee's saying. But yeah, I don't think they're particularly, don't know, went with the fact that the fans were wearing tea towels on their head. So I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Ghost and Comms as well, come back to Brad. They're doing it to tap in their selling the market to make a huge amount of money from shirt sales. It's just business. I tell you what, we're going to smash it. We are going to smash it. I'm telling you. No one's telling me, this is from Danielle, by the way, no one's telling me I shouldn't wear a shirt. I wear what I want. I would be buying it. So two fingers to hear that's Daniel. That's why we love you. Do you know what I mean? That's why we love Daniel, by the way. Yeah. I hope Daniel's fine. She's right, absolutely right. You know,
it'll be a great selling. Like you said, the other comment before saying the shirts will sell brilliantly. That one probably particularly well. Just with and it's gonna be a bit salty for the people who were against us on this in the media, isn't it? But yeah, that's just say stick the two fingers up to them and say. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it our Newcastle, how we want to do it, and then that's it.
Thank you.
I think shirts will sell good as well.
Do you know when people say haters? I don't particularly agree with that, to be honest. I don't know why the media would hate you. I don't know why certain sections of fan bases would hate you, apart from Sunderland, maybe. But I don't understand the haters. So I don't particularly agree with the fact that when people say F the haters, screw the haters or whatever, I don't think they hate you. I think they're just wary of the fact that maybe there is something that is not quite fitting in and there's something that's not quite right. So and I do share some of their concerns. So I wouldn't say haters, but just more concerns, to be honest.
I think the way it's going now, it's a worldwide sport, and that's the way it's heading now. Newcastle isn't the only example. It's just going to sort of invest in as a country. They're wanting to head into multiple different sports, aren't they, and putting the money in. So that's probably just the way. It's a difficult one, and I can obviously there's always for that reason there's always going to be the sort of valid criticisms or questions being asked along the way, and that'll probably never change, at least for a good amount of time. But then again, they're gonna try and grow and invest into football. There's golf, there's Formula One, there's everything now. So the more that happens, the probably on the bigger scale the questions are going to be asked. But it's just how it's going to react to that. I'm not too sure. I suppose time will tell, and them sort of things.
100%. I mean, all it is, right? I mean, we've got to wait and see. But one thing's got to happen. That I'm going to buy a green strip as well, man. Let's be real. Yeah, and it's going to happen. I agree, Daniel, 100%. We should bring in 4 or 5 young lads from Saudi Arabia and then learn on to Ali's team, Bristol City. Bristol City get promoted and then everyone's happy. Everyone's a winner, eh? You go, Daniel. Big up. Big up to Harry, by the way. It's not about the shirt, it's about the players who plays for the crest. Absolutely. Yeah. End of the day, right? I mean, let's be real. It's got to be done. If we've got to a couple of weeks, then every time we wear it, there will be booze.
Well, as soon as the season starts, nobody will bat an eyelid about it, will they? Just be on with the season. Everyone will be interested in their own team, what their own team are doing, and everything. So I imagine when it gets to that stage, it probably won't be mentioned anymore.
Absolutely. Yeah. Darren's got a comment, by the way. She's like, Castori want to get their thing out and make enough, because once they sell out, it'll take them a few months for the club shop to get them in. I tell you what, as soon as it comes out, I'm going to do it online. I'm going to buy one and I'm going to wear it with pride. You understand what I'm telling people? You understand? Good.
Yeah.
Big up to Danielle. I'll tell you what, though, I've got to see her again soon, probably next season now. But and Delaney is happy for Man United to take 100 million sponsorship from Saudi, but it's that range buy a green and white shirt. Have a day off, man. Yeah. Absolutely right, Daniel. Take a day off. Yeah? This guy, all right, let's be real, he's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah,
I mean, I cannot stand him.
That's sort of the point I was saying before as well. It's like all these examples are going everywhere, but there's no need to just to pinpoint up Newcastle anymore, is there? Because there's that many examples you can go on for. It's a wider thing, and it's something that's not going to go away. That that people can say what they want about, but they're trying obviously wanting to get investing heavily into sports, and it'll just there's loads of other means that not necessarily things that you can see directly, like we're the owners of our club. It's all that money's coming in through other different routes as well, and by other companies. So it's a wider discussion to be had outside of football, isn't it?
Yeah, man. You're absolutely right. Definitely. I totally agree, mate. I mean, there's
no
need
picking on us directly, because it's just.
John, can I just ask why you think that journalist, whoever it was you mentioned, is
Delaney
disgrace? Yeah. Why do you?
Because he cannot stand Newcastle, and he is so. You can ask anyone on the chat. You can ask anyone on Twitter. This guy is, for me, in my opinion, he's the worst hated guy, because he cusses Newcastle every single time. He's jealous. He's arrogant, and I listened to him on TalkSport, and he sounds an arrogant git. I'm telling you, he blocks people, so he hasn't blocked us yet. But I'd love to get Miggy Delaney on my channel, right? I applied to him a couple of times. I was still waiting for an answer from him, right? And when he does, then it's going to be big. It's going to be absolutely peak. But he won't come on. He will not come on, because he knows fine well that Newcastle fans are going to rip him a good one. Yeah? And that is why.
Who does he support?
Man United. Some say.
Okay.
Some say. Delaney is happy for Man U to take 100 mil. I think I read that, by the way. I do apologise, but I will say, have a day off, man. That's for Danielle. She's right. Big up to David, by the way, my guy. Hope you care. Absolutely fine. Hope Susan's fine as well, mate. It's about the Newcastle crest, not the shirt. That's from Spudley Dudley. And okay. Annie, since takeover, all we had is hate from the media and other fan base. So what are you talking about, lads? That's a Mansell, by the way.
I'm just talking about some of the criticism, which I think is rather valid, from some of the fans or the media, and I share their concerns to a degree. So I don't think it's hatred, to be honest, mate. I think Newcastle fans are just some of the section, that is, not all Newcastle fans, just a bit riled up, a bit emotional, maybe, due to this takeover. So I don't know. I don't agree with the fact that all Newcastle fans, all fan bases, all media are hating towards Newcastle. They're certainly not. Let's be brutally honest, they're not. Some of them do support this takeover. Some of them understand what it means for the fans. And I do as well. I do. It's not like I despise Newcastle, whatever. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. So, look, I do share some of the concerns, and I certainly don't feel like it's hatred towards Newcastle, or jealousy or bitterness or saltiness or whatever it is, whatever terminology you use. I don't think it's that towards Newcastle at all.
Fair enough. Annie has spit it out, by the way, but big up to Annie, by the way. The things people that supporters of other clubs are not happy with the Saudi takeover because of human rights are silent when it comes to anything else to do with human rights. Is that a hater? That's a good question. Go on.
I think if there's any other takeover that's Saudi, there will absolutely be concerns, and there will absolutely be the same targeted criticism thrown at Newcastle right now. They'll be thrown at another Premier League club, because obviously, let's be honest, Premier League obviously gets all the traction. If it's a team in League Two, won't get as much traction. So I think because it's Premier League, because it's Newcastle, because it's like a sleeping giant, quote unquote, it's getting more traction, and maybe because of that, it's getting slightly invalid criticism at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't really agree with that. I think if another Premier League club do get a Saudi takeover, there will also be criticism aimed at them, and that's rightfully so as well. So look, none of this should be blamed on fan bases. None of this should be blamed on what fans think. Basically, what the Premier League, the ownership, other ownership groups make of this, to be honest.
Fair enough. I'll go through this comments as well. Good points well made there. Next time you'll see buying new kits is when you were with Adidas and Nike. That's in Ryan and pick up 2 Ryan Witt. Or it's because they don't want another big team at the top. And Luke Edwards is a Leyton Orient fan, and Miguel Lane's a United fan. So what is their opinion worth when you talk about Newcastle? It's not their club. So why should we listen to them? Absolutely, mate.
I don't agree. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. Like, you should take outsiders' views into consideration. You can't just be in your own little bubble and go, oh yeah, that's okay. Even though, I don't know, some aspects are clearly not. So,
yeah, man.
And so I don't agree with that. So I think you should definitely take an outsider's view on this.
Yeah, fair enough. All opinions are made. Opinions are great. Chelsea signed a 100 million shirt sponsor, arm sponsor. Why can't we have a Saudi sponsor? And that guy to ask is Nippon. Big up to you, Nippon. Where are you at, mate?
I'm on my way to see a few mates.
Wow. Good for you, man. Yeah,
so-
and we'll talk about. Go on.
so, yeah.
Go on. I will talk about Newcastle. About this new shirt, green and white shirts being leaked out to the press and leaked out to social media, and all the journalists are having a paddy because it's to do with Saudi state. No, it's not to do with Saudi state. What's your take on it? And do you think journalists now should lay off Newcastle United and let them get on with it now?
I think journalists should just shut up. They're all muppets, the lot of them.
Thank you.
And I bet you any money, the majority of them don't even support the club they represent.
Yeah, absolutely. What it is, right? You got all clubs. So you got like Man United's part of the Saudi. Go on.
For example, a lot of our journalists who are at Chelsea, I'm sure you'd have a few as well. A lot of our journalists at Chelsea aren't even Chelsea supporters. I only know 2 journalists in our entire payroll that actually support the club. One of them's called Olivia Desaglo. Shout out to her if she's listening. And the other, he always said something. I can't remember his surname. But those are the only 2 that I know for a fact that do support Chelsea. The other few support, like we have a Man United fan who works for us, an Aston Villa fan, Matt Law.
Matt Law, yeah. Also, Sam Matterfist and Talk Sport. He's a Chelsea fan. Rob Beasley, he's also a Chelsea fan as well.
Not Sid. I was talking about, Sam. That's the guy I was thinking of.
Matterfist, yeah, he's a Chelsea fan as well. And to keep the game clean, have to stop cashing China, Qatar, and Russia, USA, Britain. It's just BS. If you're a Nike, while you use your iPhone, they're made by slaves. Correct. I'd be proud to wear the new shirt. Can't wait to get it. Good on you, David. Mickey Delaney, it's anti-Newcastle negative about the takeover, but wanted the Saudi takeover United, and he's also come to Qatar World Cup. That's why, Annie. There's your answer there. And guys, if you like the video, like what you see, please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button as well. It helps the channel grow. If you like to super chat us, just give what you can. That is absolutely fantastic. And you'd like to become a member, then big up as well. Just become a member. Just click on the join button as well. So yeah, we're going to go back to the comments as well, which I think is only right. I'll go to Harry as well. Yeah, Mega, I read that. Louis fan, everyone is in rock roll over the new Saudi kit. Give me a break, Louis. Big up to you, my guy. You're 100% right. 100% right. Do you agree with that, Brad?
Which one comment was that? Sorry,
Louis, comments here. I'm doing a break, and basically he's saying, uproar because of the new kit. How pathetic. How pathetic people having an uproar, man. How we?
Well, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, really. Just apart from, like you say, us up to our fans will buy the shirt if we, it's totally up to everyone if they want to buy the shirt, and if they do, there'd be no shouldn't be no reason why you can't why you can't do that, or you should be criticised for doing that. That should be just to say, if fans want to buy the shirt, great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, come in, Nippon.
I said I completely agree with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Louis is right. Brad is right as well. I just want to play well with the few trophies and not let other teams dictate prices for players just because we have it. Absolutely. I mean, good to Jess Lingard, tell them to get stuff. And we have one day or the whole world. So what's everyone going to do when that happens? Exactly. Get used to it. Go and cry some more. If people like Miguel Delaney, Luke Evans, go and cry some flipping more, man. And it doesn't matter what you play in, it's how you play on the pitch. Exactly. Yeah. Sunderland are the sleeping team, never mind Giants. I tell you what, can you imagine Wickham beaten, by the way? That'd be hilarious, man. There's a war happening, not so far away.
That would be absolutely funny.
It would, wouldn't it? I mean, the Sunderland fans come on and say that we sold the club to us, so he'll be on the Muppet Show very, very soon. There's a war happening not so far away.
Oh, yeah, Mackham's... yeah, that would be so funny. Them losing the playoffs, and then they come on then they make it onto one of your Muppet shows.
Exactly. And we just comments there's a war happening in so far away in England, so we have people crying about football shirts. Just shows the state of this world we live in. And Newcastle fans, this is Daniel, have the discussions about human rights. We are not stupid and we are not ignorant. We also have the right to wear any shirt we want and wear and still have these conversations. Daniel, well said, Pets, well said. Big up to Ryan, by the way. I swear Saudi Prince owes Sheffield United. Where's the criticism for them? Exactly. There you go. Well said. Owner of Sunderland is the Silver Spoon owner. Another time, Nippon is always on the train. That's in Ryan. He's going down to see his mates, by the way. And I take your points from people seriously, yourself included. However, when you got journalists like Miguel Delaney slating the Saudi takeover, but wanting his own club and going to Qatar, disgraceful. And there's a bust in there, and there's a lot of bitter fan base out there about takeover. Very, very salty. I tell you what, I don't have salt on my
we get that at Chelsea a lot as well. So many salty fans. Look, everyone's saying, "Oh, Russians, he's funding Putin." What about John Henry, who funded the war in Iraq when Bush was president? What about the Glazers, who did the same thing? No one's going to say that because the Boris Johnson's best buds with the Americans.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's a madness. And there's a lot of bitter fan base out there and about our takeover. Very, very salty. You're right, Nippon, Nass and Ryan. They don't support the club. They just try their best to do our club from the outside. Yes, exactly. Why should our fan base listen to these muppets slagging our club off, but will happily take it at their own club? Exactly. Messi's ambassador for Saudi Arabia, absolutely silence on this matter by most. Aston Foxy, yes, absolutely. Pick on Newcastle United.
Yeah, they're not going to say a thing about him because his name's Lionel Messi.
Exactly.
They're not going to
I
say
tell
a
you what,
thing.
we're going to make it big. We're going to make it big. And Football Style, he said, big up to you, man. And John, we don't have a problem buying the kit or how it looks like because most clubs have this, like PSG, City, Sheffield United, Wolves. So what's the problem? They are saying washing money. Exactly. What's it got to do with them? If we want to buy the shirts, like Danielle's been saying, we buy the flipping shirt, yeah. No one to tell us what we can do, what we cannot do, right? Michael Delaney needs to get used to this, by the way. He really needs to because he's just getting a bit picky now and he's just getting pathetic, by the way. He really, really is, people. And
can I just say,
go on,
with some of the people that are saying they have ruined, I suppose, the tradition, or I don't know, derailed the tradition of the football club. I can understand that. I can totally understand that. So yeah, I do somewhat agree with that, and do feel like some of the tradition which Newcastle has stood for such a long time is almost not there anymore due to this kit or supposed quick turnover in ownership and this almost how do I put it? This feeling they can just change everything in a short period of time is somewhat interesting and somewhat maybe a sign of things to come. So I do agree with some of the people who are saying that.
Yeah, totally understand it. Totally agree there. And we'll see again. I've seen none of these haters had as FIFA COVID vaccine. PIF have 78.5 million invested in them. Yeah, not a placement at all whatsoever. Yes, I did watch on Monday, mate. Join us for that at 6:45. I think it's 7:45. The critics are hypocritics, absolutely, man. And few, I'm buying it. It's nice and we're increasing income Saudi in the region so we can get more money to spend in transfer windows. Correct. The hate is so. A lot of why you guys don't speak about Man City. See how much they spend and their owners are rich. Exactly. They don't have a go at Man City, by the way. They don't have a go at Man City. All these people like that. How are man? And got big love for the black and white gold away shirts, but I can get used to the green one. That's no problems at all. That's than Jackie B. We be cheering Wickham so much. Another final loss, hopefully for Sunderland. And this one here, I haven't bought it yet, but did show some respect in Paul's name, by the way, mates. Yeah, John, I need your advice. But how spicy is a new spicy burger from McDonald's? Oh yes. Give it to Miguel Delaney, yeah? He's a spicy guy anyway. Luton could be a Premier League man, so crazy. And Sunderland staying in League One is just normal. Indeed.
It'd be great if Luton get to the Prem. It'd be great.
Absolutely. And Messi plays PSG are owned by who? Make the Messi Saudi link up even more bizarre. Exactly. Pete, the link is on the top of the chat, mate. Click on that, I'll get you in, mate. That's how others got there. So do that, mate. That'd be absolutely amazing. And I got some tweets as well by the green and white shirts, by the way. Our tradition was Newcastle under Ashley. There's your answer. Big up to again. Let the fans have 51 ownership like Germany. It would be great, and nobody could do a flipping thing. Good evening, John. Everyone, bug it to you, mate. I'm not a big fan of the shirt designers messing around with the colours of the Newcastle logo on the away and third kit. That is fair enough. Like, if they can just get that in black and white, that'd be brilliant. Other than that, the shirt would be fantastic, people. So I'll go with Brad. I mean, the response tonight's just unreal, man. All the people's going to say they're going to buy the shirt.
Yeah, I mean, majority of people seem to get the idea that they're gonna buy it anyways, aren't they? They're gonna wear it, and that'll be that.
Yeah,
and stick it to the. And say that you're gonna have naturally we're gonna have the criticism, certainly early doors, but say just like anything really, today's headlines, tomorrow's chip paper, in it really. So essentially it'll soon be. It'll move on to the next thing.
John, I've got to shoot now, mate. So I'll see you
problem.
later.
Listen, thanks for coming on, mate. You take care, mate. Have a good weekend.
No problem.
Take care.
Take care. Take care, everyone. Take care.
You too. Thanks for coming. See you later. Yeah, that's Andy was gonna left that first there. We're gonna try and get PD Padlock in a bit. I'm just gonna send the link right now. And yeah, what it is, right? I mean, I'm gonna get some comments by the way. I just haven't problems with the comments in a minute. So I'm just gonna get PD on as well. If me phone reaches to it as well. And he wants to come on. And he's got a show about 8 o'clock, so I'll try and keep him too long there. Paste that one out. There you go. Pete, I'll send a link on to you, mate, so you should have it right now. I'll go for some comments as well. And go with Foxy from South America. The shirt gives me Nigeria 5s. That's a good one, isn't it? And we need more stripes on the home shirts. That's the Spudley. It's not washing money. It's profit business in Saudi Arabia and Gulf countries. Brad, what do you make of that one, mate? It's not washing money. It's profit business. I mean, football's a profit anyway.
I mean, I think probably what he's referencing to there is I think the sports washing is used quite a lot in it, which obviously referencing to the fact that they're using investing in sport to try and give the view of the country a better name. But like you say, it's not. I mean, countless things are going on in say golf, especially at the minute now. They're investing in hosting another league to rival the American tour, and people are going over there. So yeah, that's just another example in it where people obviously accepting the money and hosting it, and then it's drawing people in. So it's always gonna they're always going to be wanting to be there in the country, especially around this country and in the sporting events and getting out there. And people are gonna go for it. People aren't. It's always going to be criticism, but one thing's guaranteed: they want to invest huge amounts of money into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as well, that goes hand in hand, doesn't it? The people who are, it's benefiting a hell of a lot of things in this country. So it's like what do you do? It's like 6 and 2 3s really, and it's people tend to pick and choose when the shoe fits, don't they?
Absolutely, man. I've got PD Padlock in the cut as well. I'm trying to get Gordon back in as well. And big up to you, Peter. How are you doing? You good?
Yeah, no problem. I'll quickly pop on for 10 minutes before get me show done at 8 o'clock.
Cool.
In terms of that green and white kit, I quite like it, to be honest. I've got to really admit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no wrong with that. I mean, all these proper jewelers having the high horse sort of thing as well, saying that the sports washing and all this and all that crap comes to it as well, right? Yep. I mean, for me, in my opinion, I think it's a candy shirt. I'm going to buy it. I'm definitely going to buy 100%, right? And I hope all the 52,000 people that turns up to the stadiums and more get that shirt as well and put 2 fingers up at people like Delaney, Edwards and that as well.
Oh, God, I've seen Edwards tweet.
I'm going to buy it.
He's just embarrassing every day now.
He is, isn't he? I mean, Pete, I tried to get Miguel Delaney to come on my channel as well a couple of times, and I still haven't had a reply yet. Do you know what I mean? That tells us everything you need to know about this guy. Do you know what I mean? If I do get him on, I'll be civil with the guy. I'll be civil. But at the end of the day, right, he does want to come on regarding Newcastle United. He doesn't, does he?
Oh, absolutely.
So, big up to Ryan, by the way.
Yep.
Yups.
How are you doing? Yeah, Aries.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, at first with this lead kit, it took me a few hours for someone to actually point me out that it's meant to be a replica of Saudi Arabia's shirt. I didn't even know until it first happened, and then I started seeing it kind of kick off on Twitter a bit. And honestly, I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to stay away from opinions from the whole general football community, because it's just kind of like a bunch of diluted nonsense.
Well, the thing is, right, I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, mate, but you get some people like proper journalists, right? You get some mobbits on there, right? Talking shite, right? Dissing out Newcastle United every single time. There's others that could do it too. And yes, they decide they're going to do it to us.
This is why I'm not a fan of these journalists nowadays. Like the whole idea of them being the link to the fans and the club, it's non-existent nowadays. It's more about them it's more about themselves and trying to boost their journalism career. Most of them don't give a fuck about our club, let's be real. There's only like 2 or 3 journalists that actually are northeastern based. They don't give a shit, man. Like this is why I don't click on article. You see those articles on Twitter? Big headlines. I never click on them. All I do is I look on replies on like Facebook or Twitter, and I wait for that guy to summarize everything, because those journalists don't deserve any clicks or any money on their articles. They could fuck off.
Exactly. Totally agree. And it's come to a stage now, right, when you still get people going on there, tweeting them, giving them a lot of lip, which is quite rightly so. They won't reply back to you at all whatsoever, that sort of thing, but
no,
I just don't bother anymore. Exactly.
Well,
you know
it's
what
like it's like I said in the comments earlier. They can't have a say on what goes on the pitch. That's between 2 teams. But what they could do is make articles to derail the club and get fans on board with them. And that kind of stuff. It's modern day journalism for sports. I can't stand it.
Man.
Not in favor of it. They could go find another job instead of scheming people all the time for clicks and shit.
Well said. Nippon, I mean, do you have any feelings for Newcastle United fans, or do you feel that the journalist, what Ryan said, do you think he's right? Because I think he is,
Absolutely. I mean, like people who are criticizing, look, most of these journalists are journalists for top clubs, and they're just scared that Newcastle will overtake one of them in a few years. Personally, I think it'll be Man United who gets taken over.
I wouldn't put it past it, mate. I will not put it past it. Go for this comment with a comment to Gordon. The controversy is going to make the club money. So the sooner the shirt goes on sale, the better. Absolutely. John, would the media have an issue if the kit was green and yellow? I don't think so. Exactly.
Or instead of white, it feels like a cream color. Like beige almost.
Exactly. I hope they fix the quality logo, since the stripes on the logo are supposed to be black and white, not green and white, or blue or yellow. Crazy, man. And we lost them to Pool, by the way. And Funky, I was going to go Magpies. Respect the Geordies, absolutely. First of all, mate, please don't type in capitals to me. It's number 1. Secondly, can you please hit the subscribe button, my guy, and then the healthy channel to grow as well? That would be fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. Gordon, you've been a bit quiet, mate. So I wonder how many percentage you're going to buy the shirts for.
I'm just gonna wait till it comes out, then I'm gonna try to get the show as quick as I can and buy it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. As soon as it comes out, I'm doing it online, and I'll make sure I do it online, and then do it. Or I'm going to buy the shirt. I'm going to buy 2, one for competition as well. Well, I get 50 members on my chat as well. And the weather looks brilliant where Newport is. Nice and sunshine in London.
A sunny evening in West London, near Southall, near the airport, actually, Heathrow Airport.
Wow,
nice.
Beautiful. I'm
You
gonna give another 10. I'm gonna give another 10 more minutes. Go on, Ryan.
One thing I've been seeing circulating a bit, one Twitter photo is Chelsea. Their 2019-20 away kit. It's all white, right? But then they've got like the blue, like the badge, the sponsorship, and then like on the bottom of the sleeve, like it's what's the word? Like it makes up and it goes and it looks like a Russian flag almost. Like where was the stuff about that back then? Probably not, because Chelsea were just 16 all the time, and it's only become recent of who like Chelsea's owner like is really about, hence the sanctions.
Yeah, man.
And I agree. I agree that he should have got the sanctions. I'm not going to be one of those. Chelsea fans who pretend to take the moral high ground when it comes to my club, but then trash others.
That's the other thing too.
And
If there's something so
it's
bad about our ownership, why did Mike? Why were we allowed to get sell the club from Mike Ashley to these people? Like, unless you got like corruption or something, who knows?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say that I'll go around the table. I'm going to start with Brad. David Brad. So you hear Brad?
Yeah, I'm here.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up. I'll go around the table. Are you going to buy the shirt? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pete, you going to buy the shirt? I know you will.
Yeah, why not?
Just by looking at your face. I know you got a big sign in your face. Top guy. But don't find us guilty, man, by the way. All right. So you, Gordon.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it when it comes out.
Cool. Ryan, you going to buy one, mate?
This is the away kit, right?
You make it, yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to continue buying old kits, to be honest.
Fair enough. Good man. I can't ask Liverpool because he's not a Newcastle fan. So,
I'm not a Newcastle fan, but I am a football fan. So my plan is to own all 20 shirts of next Premier League season. You know, like how John Robbie does on his channel. He has the shirts of every team in the Premier League in his studio. So yeah, I'm a football fan in general, so I wouldn't mind. I would never wear a team a jersey that isn't Chelsea or Rangers, but I wouldn't mind framing it.
Good
You
man.
know what I mean?
Good man. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, we're big up to you, by the way, buying all the shirts now. That's brilliant, my guy. You know what I mean? That'd be brilliant. Have a room full of all the football shirts in your room.
The only time Jesus Christ. The only time you will ever see me in a jersey of a team that I don't support is if I'm paying tribute to a supporter of that team.
Yeah.
So, like, say if a Gooner very close to me dies, I will. That's the only time I will wear an Arsenal shirt, but to pay tribute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only in a tribute circumstance. Remember Claude?
Oh yeah.
Remember Claude?
Anyway.
Yes.
His
His daughter is a Tottenham fan, but
Ooh.
to his funeral, just for the funeral, she wore an Arsenal jersey. You know, just to pay respect to her dad.
That's good. Anyway, John, I'm gonna.
Sorry, that's the only time you'll ever see me in a jersey other than Chelsea and Rangers.
Fair enough. Pete, you gonna go, mate? Are you?
Yeah. Get everything ready for show in 10 minutes.
Champion. Enjoy your short and neat. Like, I've got a show to do at 9 o'clock. I've got doing match preview with Lottie Arsenal fans. So,
no problem.
And if I can,
I would have got a no show. Will you put a link on, will you?
Say again.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was asking Peter when his show starts at 8 o'clock, will you put the link on?
Yeah, the link will be in the comments as usual. So keep an eye out for it, okay?
It's a great show as well. Do check on PD's channel. It's fantastic. He's one of the big talents on there. And subscribe to his channel and go on his channel if you get a chance.
No problem. Catch you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit. Take care, Pete.
Guys, check the private chat.
Right.
What I just put.
I know what you mean. Cool. I'm going to be just comments out quickly before we wrap up, and I'm going to get that comments back up again. Return of the Chongard. Listen, he summed it up beautifully. The fit and public orders test has been passed, and
Okay, John has gone. John has disappeared.
Until then,
He's back.
Very, very quickly. So, he's right there. Sorry about that, people. Boss, I have seen George flag on Emden. Oh, no. Let's all kick off. The journalists are like babies. Cry babies, by the way. Exactly. When are we going to sign Mbappe? Ain't going to happen anytime soon, mate. It's ridiculous, though. All this shirt talk. I don't agree with what Russia has done to Ukraine, but I don't look at all Russians as bad people. I have no issues wearing Zenit shirt with barriers on the back of it. Good lad. probably end up with it, but doubt I wear green and white football shirt. The simple reason is reminds us of Celtic. You must be a Rangers fan, by the way. I do apologise on that one, by the way. It's their comment. And Sunderland, Man United, and Celtic are clubs I hate. That's from Geordie. Fair enough. I think I'm going to wrap up there, people, because I was supposed to do an hour, but it's gone just over an hour. I've got to get myself prepared for 9 o'clock with Lottie as well. So, did you enjoy coming on, guys?
I did. Did you see what I put in the private chat about the next videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lottie as well. So I'll be back at 9 o'clock. And where do you find you on your channel, Nipoon?
You
got
can
a stream?
find me on you can find me on Instagram, N with 4 I's and 3 U's, and on my other Instagram at Nippon Reviews Cuisines. You can find me on Twitter at NS Sports TV, my official YouTube Twitter, and the Nippon Sharma. And you can find me on YouTube at NS Sports TV and the British Lifestyle Blogger, where I do non-sports related content. So you'll find me on that doing restaurant reviews, flight reviews whenever I go on holiday and all that.
Big up. Fantastic. Do check out Nipoon's channel, by the way. It's absolutely fantastic. And he's so diverse as well. He's absolutely brilliant. Brad, where do you find you, mate, on your socials, mate?
You can find me on Twitter, so BP_NUFC. So yeah, give us a follow there, and
yeah, man,
much appreciated.
Big up. And you can find us on my channel, John Sinclair TV, on YouTube, on Twitch, and also on Instagram, John Sinclair 50 on Instagram, Facebook, John Sinclair TV, John_NUFC42. That's on my socials, and if all the links in the description there. If you do have a check, and if you like the video, like what you see, what is that noise, man?
It's an ambulance.
But
get copyrighted as well. So we can wrap this up very, very quickly. But do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back at 9 o'clock where I have Lottie, the Arsenal fan, on my channel. We can do a match preview together. And any questions you'd like to ask her, I'm sure Nipoon will be there. I'm sure Brad will be there. Say a quick hello. And look, thanks for coming on, guys. And I will do you two backstage. And guys, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. And watch what you're doing.
Peace.